Welcome to this lesson on calculus. Today, we are diving into the limits of rational functions, specifically focusing on how to handle the indeterminate 0 over 0 form. This is a fundamental concept you will encounter frequently. First, let's define what we are dealing with. A rational function is essentially a fraction made of polynomials. It has a polynomial on the top, called the numerator, and a polynomial on the bottom, called the denominator. It's just a ratio of two polynomials. When you need to find the limit of any function, your first step should always be direct substitution. Simply take the value that x is approaching and plug it into the function. If you get a real number, you are done. That is your answer. But sometimes, you get something else. Sometimes, when you plug in the value, you get 0 in the numerator and 0 in the denominator. This is called the indeterminate form. It does not mean the limit is undefined, and it definitely does not mean the answer is 0. It simply means we don't know the answer yet, and we need to do more work. Let's see what this looks like on a graph. Take the function x squared minus 4 divided by x minus 2. At x equals 2, we get 0 over 0. Graphically, this usually creates a hole. The line is smooth everywhere else, but at that exact point, the function does not exist. However, the limit still exists because we are looking at what the value approaches. So how do we find the answer? Here is the strategy. Step 1, factor both the top and bottom completely. Step 2, cancel out the common factor that is causing the 0. Step 3, retry direct substitution with your new, simplified expression. Let's try an example. We have the limit as x approaches 2 of x squared minus 4 over x minus 2. If we plug in 2, we get 0 over 0. So, we factor the numerator. X squared minus 4 is a difference of squares, so it becomes x minus 2 times x plus 2. Now, we can cancel the x minus 2 terms from the top and bottom. Now we are left with the limit of just x plus 2. We can now use direct substitution again. We plug in 2 for x, which gives us 2 plus 2. The final answer is 4. We successfully removed the hole to find the limit. Here are the key takeaways. Always start by plugging the number in. If you get 0 over 0, remember that it is just a hole, not a dead end. Your toolkit for these problems is simple. Factor the polynomials, cancel the common terms, and then solve by substituting again. You have mastered the basics of the 0 over 0 form. Coming up next, we will look at more complex cases involving square roots and conjugates, limits at infinity, and trigonometric limits. Thanks for learning with us.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.